we're back discussing physical security. This time, gateways and locks. Let's get into it. If there's a gateway, there needs to be a lock. And not just any lock. I'm talking about a secure, self-closing, self-locking type of lock. There are 3 different types of locks you need to be aware of. You have your physical lock. These are your classic key-based locks. Cheap ones can be picked easily, while high-end ones are built to resist tampering. And then you have your electronic locks. No keys here. You just use a pin, swipe a magnetic card, or tap a wireless token like a smart card or a fob. These are often called keyless, cipher, or smart locks. And then you have your biometric lock. These scan your fingerprint, your hand, or your eye. Since they require a living person, not a card, they're harder to fake. Now let's talk about access control. Man traps. Man traps are set up like an airlock. 2 doors, 1 person, tight control. You badge in at the front door, step inside, and wait. That door shuts. Then the second one opens. Only 1 person gets through at a time. These are designed to prevent tailgating. Tailgating in physical security is when an unauthorized person follows an authorized individual through a secure entry point. And they do this without using credentials to get in. You'll see man traps in places like data centers, banks, or secure government facilities. And then you have your cable locks. A cable lock latches your server or laptop to something solid, like a desk or server rack. Often there's a Kensington lock or a loop in the chassis designed for it. The lock often blocks the case from opening too. Let's talk about badges. Access badges are just digital keys. You swipe, tap, or walk near a reader. The Physical Access Control System, PACS, checks if you're authorized for that location at that time. If yes, the door opens. It also logs the event, like who, where, and when, which is great for audits and incident reviews. Important to note, these systems depend on power and network connection, so always have a backup plan like a UPS. Also, badges usually show your name and photo, which help the guards verify your identity visually. Speaking of guards, you have human guards. Human guards can do more than check IDs. They notice suspicious behavior. They respond immediately and provide a strong visual deterrent. But they're expensive, and not every area allows personnel. Think top secret zones. That's why you have camera systems. Modern cameras are cheaper to deploy and can be AI enhanced to do things like motion recognition, object detection, or drone coverage for wide perimeters. The downside, cameras watch but don't react unless someone's monitoring them live. And what about your alarm and sensors? Here are different types of alarms on the market today. You have your circuit alarm. These are triggered by opening and closing doors, windows, or cutting wires. You have your motion detectors. They're triggered by movement using microwave or infrared sensors. Your noise detection. These are microphones that pick up glass breaking or suspicious sound patterns. Your proximity alarm. These are your RFID tags. They track equipment. If someone moves unexpectedly, the system knows. Then you have your duress alarm. These are panic buttons or special entry codes, quietly alerting security when someone's under threat. Not all intrusion involves someone picking a lock. Sometimes it's just movement, presence, or pressure that gives them away. Let's break down the different sensors technology that silently monitor for suspicious activity and trigger alarms when something's not right. You have your infrared. They detect heat from moving bodies. Your pressure mats. They are triggered by weight. They're great for high security or retail zones. And then you have microwave. They send pulses like radar, often paired with infrared for accuracy. And then you have ultrasonic. They use high frequency sounds to detect presence, often used in lighting but helpful for alerts too. All these work when tied to your alarm system, monitoring center, or even direct law enforcement. Alright, that's it for now. Here's a recap. Locks come in physical, electronic, and biometric form. Each add a layer of control. Mantrap ensures only 1 person gets in at a time. No tailgating. We learned cable locks physically secure devices to prevent theft or tampering. We learned badges and PACS, PACs, control and track who goes where and when. We learned guards, camera, and smart alarms build layer of surveillance and response. And we learned sensors and alarms detect motion, noise, pressure, or unauthorized removal of assets. See you in the next one.